Hello everybody, this is Dr. Novak again. I did a video not long ago of the best products that I have used and bought or were given to me that I thought were worthy of mentioning to people in case they wanted to buy them. Being that it's at the end of the year and people are looking for things to buy, and especially since this is the time of year that more aquariums are being sold and everything because it's wintertime. And the aquarium hobby seems to pick up when the winter time comes because people are indoors more and they can take care of their tanks or want to buy tanks or buy products for their tanks. But when I did that video, I'll leave a link below to the video. It gives where you can buy everything that I talk about. But one thing I forgot that somebody had mentioned, and the reason I forgot about it, this product, is because I use it and I don't really bother with it. And it may be 2-3 months before I have to do anything with the product. It's one of those things that you buy and you kind of forget about how good the product is because you just don't have any problems with it. And one of them was I bought two of them. One of them is the CO2 diffuser. And here's a small one I use for the small tank. And the larger one I use on my 90-gallon. And the thing about these diffusers, they're stainless steel, they're heavy. So when you put them in the tank, they have a tendency, you don't have to worry about suction cupping the diffusers. This is for, like I said, the antique aquarium. This one's for the 90-gallon aquarium next to me here, and the antique on the other side is they work without a problem. They do what they're supposed to. They're not glass. They're heavy. Once again, like I said, you don't need a suction cup because these puppies are heavy. And they are not that hard to unscrew, unlike the Fluval. And you just unscrew them. Pull off the cap. There's your stone. Now, it comes with this brown stone like this, but they got replacements that you can buy. Now, what I notice is at least buy one replacement because what I'll do with this stone, excuse me, what I'll do with this stone is I'll take it and I have a little container, plastic container, and I'll take the rubber off of it like this, and I put the stone in bleach and leave it there for a few days. So the bleach will penetrate it and open it back up again. And it seems to do the trick. And then I clean the rubber, and I put it all back together again. But this is a clean one that I cleaned with bleach. It looks brand new again, and it's reusable. All I do is wipe it down, put the new one back on. Screw this back on. That's it. It's ready to go. The reason I like it is because you can unscrew them. Unlike the Fluval one, where literally I've had to take the Fluval ones, which do the same thing. They unscrew. You can put a new ceramic insert into the Fluval. I've literally, and I'm being honest with you, had to put it in a vise and get like vice grips to undo it. For some reason, I don't know why, but like here's my small one. Once again, it's the same thing. Just a little ceramic disc. Pull the rubber off, and I will put that in bleach. And in a few days' time, that will look like brand new and be clean, and it's reusable. So these are all reusable. Take it and wipe it off. Put the new disc on. So at least have one extra disc, and that way, how often do I clean these discs? Well, That's going to depend on um, how much algae is exposed to the ceramic disc to clog it up. Otherwise, make that tight. Okay. This even has algae growing on it, but that's not going to hurt anything. It's all stainless steel. So this is something that somebody brought up, said, oh, you didn't mention about these. This is another product I'd have to say as good as the algae scraper. It works, and it's going to last you forever. It's one of those products that what are you going to do? I mean, you know, it's just you buy it and you use it. It's not going to break. If you drop it, it's not going to fall apart. It's not impossible to unscrew like the Fluval one that I had. A lot of the glass ones that are out there, breakage is the big thing you have to worry about, but these have replaceable ceramic stones you can buy to put back in there to make the micro bubbles. And that's the reason I forgot about it. I may not replace these except once every 2 to 3 months. So you don't think about it until it's time to replace them. Then you say, oh, there it is. Haven't had one problem. So I just thought I'd make this short video. This is another product I will highly recommend. I will leave the link below so you can find one. These come in all different lengths too. So if you do have a small aquarium, or if you have a very deep aquarium, they're for both. And I just like them because, well, they're non-breakable items and they're heavy. So when you put them in your aquarium, you don't have to worry about suction cups or anything, because these have some weight to them where they're not going to float up, they're not going to move on you or anything else. And they will make the micro bubbles like you like. That's what I use in my aquarium. Like I said, 90, the little 20-gallon. So it's just, I want to thank the people. Another thing I want to bring up to end this is I asked about the shrimp. A lot of people said they just think it's a cherry shrimp and it's going back to its natural way. And that would make sense. The cherry shrimp is probably been interbred like you see with fish. Like goldfish are really prone to that. Like people will buy black goldfish, and it seems like the gene that locks in the black, which they think has something to do with the eyes of the black moor, which that gene then is locked in for black. Like I've showed you with one of my fish that I got that was black, had a lot of black on it. It's all gone. The fish is white and orange. That gene is not a stable gene. And yeah, that would make sense with these shrimp. They're coming out with all these colorful shrimp, but if the gene isn't stable and they keep interbreeding, they just go back to the wild. Same thing with koi. You got to watch it with koi on how you breed them, because they'll start going back to just their wild green color. So, you know, that's something that has to be watched when breeding. So I want to thank all those people who gave me a comment, because no, I'm not a shrimp expert, but a lot of you have had shrimp, or maybe this has happened to you where you come out with the same shrimp. And a lot of people said, yeah, it's just going back to its wild form, and it should grow even bigger because size must be related to the coloring of the shrimp. And they said, some people said, oh, it should get to an inch or inch and a half in size, because it's just going back to its wild form. So I want to thank you for that. That was great. I was wondering what it was, because I still have a lot of red, and that was one I found in the bottom of the canister. So it was like I found red, but I found some like that. Like they have lost their red completely, and their coloration is completely different than the cherry shrimp that still to this day exists. but I'm coming up with this mutation. Well, it's not a mutation. It's just going back to its original form. So thank you about that. Thank you for watching once again. And yes, this makes an excellent stocking stuffer or gift. I know it's very close to Christmas right now, but it is, once you buy one of these and you look at it and you'll realize, wow, this is very well made. It's not going to break on you like a plastic one will, or it's not going to break on you like a glass one will. This definitely, you know, this could hurt somebody if you hit them with it. Believe me. But it does work. The stones work great. Like I said, just take them out of the rubber, put them in bleach. So until next time, this is Dr. Novak. Thank you very much for watching, and happy fish keeping.